What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Golden and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about the electrics and the electrics only. Now, if you play a Mishima and are struggling with your electrics, this is the video for you. In our purposes, I'm going to be going over electrics with Reina. But as always, you can also use the electrics with Kazuya, Heihachi, even Devil Jin. Starting off, the electric input is forward, down, forward, 2. Just like that. So basically, this is a electric real quick. If you time the down, forward, and the 2 correctly at the same time. As you see, I did it wrong there. And I did it right here. The normal version is actually minus 10 on block, but the electric version, I'm going to be showing you 3 drills that you can practice your electrics. Now, the electrics is a good tool for keep out or whiff punishing or testing how your opponent reacts to if they want to go and pressure you or they want to be passive a little bit. So this is kind of like a threatening type of move in which they come in and you can launch them for it. Speed of the electrics kind of matter because, or it kind of does, it kind of doesn't matter. Now, if you're a freaking pro Mishima player and you're like godlike with your inputs, then you can punish anything in theory, you can punish anything that is minus 13. Now, I am not good at punishing minus 13 frames with my electrics. However, if you can do it with the 14 frame punish, which an electric in theory you can do, so I would use it as a 14 frame punish sometimes, depending on how good you think your electrics are, which I will be going over 3 drills in which to practice your electrics and how good you are. Any launch punishable attack, which is like minus 15 and everything, you go for the electrics too. As you can notice in my drill videos, I've discussed how you can use your electric sometimes, or she has a normal down forward too if you're playing with Reina. However, Kazuya or Heihachi, I don't think has a down forward too, like Reina does. But Kazuya definitely does not have a down forward 2. He has his electrics, so you have to literally rely on your electrics to launch punish some people, as well as Devil Jin. I don't know if Devil Jin has down forward 2. He probably does. If you can tell me that in the comments, please. I'd like to find out more information. But let's get started with how to practice your electrics. Okay, so I'm at the wall here. So I put our position in a way where we can have Kazuya at the wall right quick. And in order to practice your electrics, you want to do this consistently 5 times. You know, like this. Now, of course, if you have a down forward 2, if you have a down 2, you're too early. And if you have just a normal, you're too late with the electric. Just bear that in mind. So in order to practice your electrics consistent, you want to do this 5 times in a row. Like so, just like that. Now, I would personally set yourself a record on how many electric you could do in a row. Because once you get that muscle memory, you will be able to master your electrics very quickly. Set a record. Now, if you mess up with the down forward 2 or you don't get the electric right, yeah, you just reset your timer. So once you get this first drill down and you've done 5 in a row, it's time to move on to the next step. So your next drill to try to practice is your backdash and electric. Backdash and electric. Backdash and electric. Just like that. Now, what's crucial to backdash and electric is, say for example, Kazuya does like a down forward 2, right? And he whiffs it. So you backdash and then you punish him for it. It's a deadly whiff punisher. Of course, you could punish him severely into double electric, into full combo, just like this. You want to do this backdash electric like 5 times for this drill. And, you know, just don't worry about your combos. Just worry about backdashing and electric. backdash, and electric, just like that. Just work on that 5 times, and you'll have half of the battle of whiff punishing a lot of moves. Remember, don't be discouraged when you try to implement this in your gameplay, because a lot of times you will miss input if you're new to electrics, or if you're a godlike Mishima player, whatever. This shit is like second nature to you. But you know, for our purposes here, this is for beginners, and if they want to drill, you know, practice your electrics, this is the time to do it in practice mode, you know. So the next step, the next drill I want to go over is your sidestep electric. Like, say for example, you're sidestepping right, electric, sidestep left, electric. Now you can do either way. You could go, just keep going, sidestep left, sidestep left, sidestep left, sidestep left, and do your electric, or you could do it the other opposite way. So, or you could do it the other opposite way, like sidestep right, electric, sidestep right, electric. Well, I missed that electric there, but you get the idea. Do this, of course, 5 times on each side, and see if you can get it right. You know, practice. Now, mastering this move is not easy. It's not easy. I struggle with it in my matches sometimes, because sometimes I'm a little too slow. Now, if you want to test your speed and how fast you're doing electrics, this is more for like advanced section, and this is like the intermediate or to advanced section. So what you want to do is have Kazuya or anybody that has an electric, have them do an electric fist and just try to beat him like this. It's like, try to beat him before he gets his move out. Like, you could counter hit. Now, if you trade, you're like at the same frame as him, but if you're faster than him, then you're like, you did it perfectly. You did it before he did. See, as if he's clipping you, you're doing it too slow. Like, of course, if you want to backdash, and then whiff punish like that, you can do so like that. This is how you could train your backdashing and whiff punishing, like I did before. Just like this, just like that. Now you can also, if you connect at the same time before him, like you saw that I was fast for him. So just, it depends. You know, it depends. It depends on how fast you do your inputs. You know, if you trade like that, then you did at the same time. There's times where he could clip you before you get your electric going, and you know, just like that. Of course, work on your whiff punishes like this. You could do it. Now you sidestep, you could do it as well. Now if you want to practice your sidestepping, there you go. Well, obviously sidestep electric, just like that. See, both sides. You could do it like this. You know, whiff punish like that. Obviously, sometimes the electric tracks. Just like that. Just like that. Now, practice your electrics. Now, if you want to get ballsy and practice your electrics in a match, then go for it. I mean, I don't recommend it. I'd rather you learn the inputs slowly first, and then with time, you will get speed. So, just like that. Just remember the drills I showed you. You know, practice your sidestepping electric, practice your backdash on electric, and just practice your electric in general, and you will be fine. Now, there are techniques where you could just wave dash and electric. You can wave dash and electric. If you're on a fight stick, you might have an easier time than me, but electrics are not easy. It takes a ton of practice. If you're committed to using a Mishima player, I recommend you learn electrics. Trust me, just learn your electrics as a Mishima player. It is your most important tool, your most important keep out game, your most important attack, your launcher, etc. All that. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. As always, to like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. Now, if you want more videos on straight offense, and I'll make a video on how to wave dash, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay golden, and I'm out of here. Thank you for watching.